So my mental health project has to do with securing the clear communication and safe space of a child growing up. The first step is teachers. We will have stress management and personal development for teachers so that they are able to handle children and how they eloquently view their opinions and how they want to be heard. The second step is to deal with the children. The children are taught to eloquently put aside and know how to communicate with their teachers. And the third step is the parents. The parents are taught how to receive the children and receive their emotions and know how to handle the children. Why do we go through these 3 steps? We go through them to create an ecosystem that is cohesive and that helps the nurturing and growing and the grooming of the young children. I believe that mental health is as important as learning and being informed. And I believe when these components are put together, it is a formula and a recipe for unlocking great potential and making sure that our children are nurtured into becoming great, great contributors of our society. Thank you. Hello once again. It is an immutable fact that Puerto Rico is a country that is very proud of itself. Puerto Rico is a great example of a nation and a people that are proud of their culture, are proud of their history, and are excited and fighting for who they want to become in the future. It is an immutable fact and also evident in everywhere we go, from the ruins and the buildings that we see that are preserved. And these are preserved to tell us a story every single time of where they've come from. And they keep it there to remind us that they are proud of who they are. From the grand museums where the constitutions are celebrated in hallways of the women and men who played the part in making Puerto Rico who it is, to the glass bulletproof ceilings that protect those constitutions and of those people and who they are. And I am a proud Botswana standing here sending love from Botswana to Puerto Rico, and thank you for letting me celebrate this moment with you.
Para kay nanay, for my mother, a single mother's journey to love. That is my Beauty with a Purpose project, and it's dedicated to my late mother and to all the single mothers in my community. Being a mother is the most important job, it's the most important role, yet oftentimes they are neglected. We fight so much, we talk so much about women empowerment, so why don't we start with empowering our mothers? Most especially those who go through so much difficulties having to raise their families all on their own. Here in Miss World, we are given the chance to fight for causes, to open up meaningful conversations about problems that are otherwise neglected. And here I am, hoping to bring light and to spark a change, positive changes in the lives of single mothers. Back in my community in Cordova, Cebu, there are 2,000 single mothers. So imagine how much more there are in the rest of the world. But they're not given the support, they're not given the help that they need. With my project, we give them a safe space, a community for them to feel loved, to feel that they are heard, that they are understood. More importantly, we give them continuous BPO and computer trainings that they can use to equip them with skills to land better opportunities out there, especially amidst the pandemic. It gives them hope that they can still go out there and learn new things and build a good life for their families. Because that is what I want for them. That is what they deserve. And that is what I would have wanted for my mom too if she was still here. That is my commitment and that is my dream. Thank you.
Bienvenido a Puerto Rico. Soy Tracy, enamorada de este país caribeño. Welcome to Puerto Rico. This is Tracy, and I fell in love with Puerto Rico the moment I stepped foot in this Caribbean island. So the very first time I landed here, it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. And I was looking for my luggages because I have 10 from the Philippines. I didn't know anyone. I didn't know who to contact or how to contact anyone. And lo and behold, this Puerto Riqueña looked at me, smiled at me, approached me, and said, "Hello, where are you from? Do you need anything? Do you need internet? Because I have some that I can share with you." And I was blown away. See, the best places in the world don't really need the most amazing and the most beautiful sceneries. They just have to have the best people. But you know what? Puerto Rico just happens to have both. From the white sand beaches, the abundant rainforests, the culture, the food, and the people. Puerto Rico has it all. It took me 40 hours to get here, but it was the best 40 hours of my life, and I will do it all over again just to be here. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Raise your hand
Thank you
with
very much,
me if you
Philippines.
believe that everybody deserves access to education. So when I went to these girls in my country and I saw that they were robbed of their dignity, of their innocence, of their women's rights, their parents telling them that they shouldn't go to school, that they don't have a place in school, that they should stay at home, be housewives, get chores, it made me see the opportunity that we have and how fortunate we are to have education. And it just made me want to help them even more. So when I got the crown of Miss Côte d'Ivoire, I looked for these girls and I went out there to see what they wanted to do, what motivated them. And what motivates them is people like me. People like Miss Mexico, people like Miss South Africa, Miss Botswana, who have a dream for them, who just need to pave the way for them, to give them access to this brighter future that they need and that they deserve. And that is what my project is about. It's about women's rights. It's about giving them the education they need, because education is so important in a kid's life, and it's such an important determinant of who they will be in the future. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is quite simple for a Puerto Rican to advertise for their country, but for someone else from another country like me from Côte d'Ivoire to advertise is a whole different story. I've been here for 2, going on 3 weeks, and I can say that I feel right at home. It's so welcoming, the weather, the people, y me encantada por la hospitalidad, la cultura, la belleza. Somos un paraíso. And I've had the opportunity to talk with the mayor of Rio Grande, and I mentioned that my dad is also the mayor of the biggest city in Côte d'Ivoire. So I understand the hard work, the dedication that comes with his position. So I was so happy to have a conversation with him. I was happy to take a picture of him, send it to my country, tell them all about the beautiful places I've visited in Puerto Rico, Matalagata, El Dorado, Old San Juan, and everybody watching back home. I really hope that visiting Puerto Rico is on your New Year's resolution list, because it's amazing.
Thank you, Côte d'Ivoire.